Hello, teacher Gary. This is Nok from M6/2. So today I will talk about the topic that is about the director that slapped the students' hate. Well, first of all, the question was, what do you think about the situation and why? I think that this situation should be the big deal for us to discuss and to analyze, because it is not fair for the adults to hurt the children, especially with teacher and the students. Why don't just he takes him and talk with him privately in his office? Well, but he did that, and he said that he did slap his student hates because he did it because of the spirit of the teacher. And I'm like, really? Or you want to protect you from something? Why the students not have a right to ask him about the money that he pay for the school for those SMS stuff? Okay, so how do I feel about it? I feel that the director should be go to jail, or should be like ban it from the teacher. He cannot be the director anymore. He should be like fired from his job and do something else. And is it all about like the culture? Well, I did read the article and it said that the student, he was tempered at that time, but in later when he calms down, cool down himself, he still pay respect to the teacher. I mean, for me, if I was him, I'll be like, I wouldn't have to respect him anymore, because I just asked a question, and everybody has a right to ask the question. But why he needs to do that to his students? I think it's make more like the question to be more, I don't know how to say, like the question to make the others want to know more that where is the money going, and doing that in front of the other students, and those students took some like the video, right, and post it on Facebook and make it such a big deal. Yep, so we need to, for me, I think we need to do like investigate the money, that where is it go now, you know what I mean? And is it okay? Of course not. I mean, well, since everybody have a right to do anything, freedom, but for being an adult, you should not hurt the children like that, because you are grown already, and don't act like childish like that. It doesn't mean anything. It will just cause a problem. And he did say that he would not sorry, because he did that because of his teacherness, teacher spirit, or whatever he call it. And I think that is such a nonsense. And then later I read some news that his how can I say, his punishment was only reduce his salary rate for 5% for 1 month. And I'm like, really? As he's going to be like thinking about the case that just happened to him and his students, and keeping do like that? Well, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So I think that they are right. I think we should be students, because they just want to know like what happened. He just brave enough to ask the question, which Thai culture makes the student to be like keep quiet and doesn't question about anything, because the person that question anything are the wrong person, are the weird person. And I don't know, in America they have the right to ask, even though something that they ask is nonsense and crazy stuff. And it's, yeah, sure, it reflects the culture and the current climate, socially, politically. It's all connected together, and it shows that Thai's culture making the student not to question anything. So if the student cannot ask any question, so how the student can learn from, I mean, how can the student can understand the lessons? and plus it's the money, and there's parents' money. If I were him, I would ask too, but maybe not in front of the many people. Maybe just bring my parents and go into the office privately like that, because I don't want to make it such a big deal. And in the Thai article, I think the things that is different, that is because the Thai article mentioned that there were the other deputy directors from the other school came to this director and give him the flower and tell him to be like, you'll be alright. And I'm like, really? He did the wrong things and you guys still doing like this? Is it happen in every school? Like corruption? Who knows? The money. But the English one didn't mention that part, so yeah. And yeah, we should care. It does matter to our society because he's still young. He is a student. We have a right to protect him, and that director should not be slap him like that. It's too aggressive and unfair, and I don't know. It's just irritating me. You know why he has to slap? Why he don't control himself? He's the director of the school, you know what I mean? He is the director, so he should have enough personality, I mean his mind development, about thinking that what he should do during that time. Why he doesn't talk good or well enough to that student instead of slapping his head? It should have the other way to solve the problem, or maybe he just want to be famous, who knows, right? And that is all about opinion that I have for this article. So thank you for listening ค่ะ